Yo, so guys, we have a lot of stuff to talk about still. So I've been mainly trying to make this video for a while now, ever since the Halloween update came out, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel the same like me and feel the same as Bami, because Bami's a big part of this video, and probably the only reason why I wanted to make this video. And if you haven't seen Bami's video, I'll link it in the description down below. But he talks about the way that the Dragon Soul update doesn't really feel like fun anymore, but more like a grinding slash bandit simulator where you just punch people and then get money out of it, which is basically what this is, to be honest. And to be fair, he says something in this video where it really gets to me a lot. And he says, I've not been playing this game lately. It's just boring. I don't feel like grinding this event because everything is just hard. Because everything is just so hard. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. I am here to talk about, sadly enough, talk about the flaws and all the stuff that's wrong in this update and all the stuff that needs to be fixed. To be honest, because I don't really see anyone talking about it. I mean, the only one I've actually seen video of making or like talking about this is Bami. I just want to start off by just saying that this update has been pretty good in my opinion. But the good parts about this update is just the Halloween aura and the stuff that you get from the Halloween shop. Those are the good things. How you get them, though, is a whole different story. I had a whole script for this, but I'm just gonna fuck it and then just speak from the heart, to be honest, because this is more like of a personal thing, to be honest. But before I do start this video, I just want to say that there's no hate going on to developers. There's no hate to anyone in this video mentioned. It's just my own personal beliefs and a lot of all other people's beliefs, to be honest. And it's the community's voice, to be honest. I really think that this game needs a wake-up call, because the way you grind specific stuff now in the game, such as the Halloween 2025 or the stuff in the Halloween raid, should I say, has been nothing but insanely boring and hard. Ever since they patched the Kaioken glitch, which was a big part of the game for a couple of months, the game has been a lot harder. And it was, to be fair, pretty hard even before, like even with the Kaioken glitch, because raids. Because I'm pretty sure the Kaioken glitch was a thing a couple of days after the Halloween raid was released, I think. And it just feels so it just feels so sad and bad, because I love this game so much, but like the way we grind all the time and like the way we have to get stuff, it just feels more like a bandits like slash grinding simulator, if you want to say that. I think it's really really unfair that the enemies and the bosses and the way we grind is so like simulized, if that's a word, just like like a simulator, but like similized, you know what I mean? It's so similized that like it's just not even funny and just boring and nothing new. Obviously, I have been talking about this game in my past videos like it was the best thing in the world, because I wanted it to be the best thing in the world. I saw it as the best thing in the world. I was actually really excited when I got, for example, the Halloween 2025 aura. But after a while, you notice that stuff is just boring. But I do have some key points in this video, and the first one is balance issues. I feel like some mechanics are slightly stronger, and then some other are a lot weaker than others. Which can cause and like lead to fewer like viable options, if that's what you want to say, to be honest. And what I mean by that is, well, we had the Kaioken glitch, which was pretty OP. Let's all be honest. It was honestly way too OP in the beginning, but then it actually got pretty like mid. Like it was actually something that a lot of people had, and it was actually pretty balanced for a while. But except for the Broly race, because it was a little bit too easy to actually kill Broly alone. And that already there destroyed the balance, in my opinion, because everything was just way too weak. Everything got killed way too easily. And I think it's a very big responsibility for the developers to notice this, because I don't know, I'm pretty sure the Kaioken glitch was out for like a good 6 months or something before it got patched. I believe that the developers could have done something to prevent this like extreme riot. I believe that the developers could have acted more faster to save their game, because in my opinion they let it sit for too long, and that's what cost this whole thingy. Because now my critique is that the raids are so hard that I don't expect anybody to come close to wave 90 for even a chance to see Doahan or like the malicious Goku Black. I think it's unfair how people at level like, or no, power level like 1 million or 2 million are supposed to make it to wave 90, especially with the Halloween shop being so freaking expensive, where you have to like AFK grind every single night. Like, it's not even fun at this point anymore. It's just like, it just sucks. It's boring because like for me to get 100k Halloween coins, I had to AFK 4 nights in a row. I'm pretty sure. There could have been other like better tactics out there, and from what I knew, but that's the tactic I knew. I just tiny tasked it until like the sunrise all the time, and that just sucks. And like I don't like to see the game like that. I don't like to see the game die out like this, because I agree also with something that Bami said, that Dragon Soul is slowly dying. Because like if if these things don't change, if the stuff doesn't get fixed, if people continue to hate, they're gonna get bored, and if they get bored, they're gonna leave and they're not gonna play anymore. And that's truly the death of Dragon Soul. The recent events haven't really felt like anything too cool. One cool event that happened the first time the developers, the dev boss spawned. That was a cool event because we saw a new kind of boss that dropped something we didn't even know about. Like, that was a really cool event. Even with this event, it was pretty cool at the beginning. But like, once you start playing it and once you start learning how this game works and how this event works, you just see how like badly it's just like a simulator, because all you do is just sit there and do like just blast your ass off for the next 40 minutes trying to get to wave 90. And I understand, like, if somehow possible a developer is watching this, I understand it's hard to maintain this kind of stuff. It's hard to patch. But it shouldn't like take 6 months to be able to patch a glitch which ruined like the entire system. Because why it ruined it? Because the Kaioken glitch was so used, like people were so used to using it that it was their everyday thing, and people got used to actually being that strong. But as soon as it got removed, people realized, oh shit, I'm weak as hell. I need to get this back. I'm protesting and I'm getting mad. And now with this update, which makes it even worse, it's so hard to grind. Even with 12 people, I've never made it past 60. Like, I've never made it past 60. It could be just because I'm playing, like, with very bad people, specifically me. I only have Beast. It could be that reason, but I haven't made it past 60 even once. And because things are so hard, really hard, like, let's be honest, it's not that easy. Like, the fun flow, if you want to call it, is disrupted, like, or something. Like, this game, like players spend more time fighting or grinding than actually, enjoying the content. Because, like, every single time I go into trading or, like, to general chat, there's always someone, like, flexing how many Halloween coins they have, which is not a problem. You can flex whatever you want. But like, it just shows that people grind for hours and hours and hours upon hours by just AFKing to get something in a Halloween shop that costs so much. Like, you see where I'm coming with this? The game is too hard. The game is too grindy for many players, especially newer ones, those who don't want to sink huge time. Like, because the difficulty in grind are high. The balance between ease and fun and challenge is off. Like, some content, may feel unfair or unrewarding, such as, like, for me, for example, because I have to stream something in Dragon Soul. Even though there's nothing new, I have to stream something. So I stream grinding. I have to grind something. And I feel like the update flow is just like, it's not there. It's like new events, new builds, new character, new stuff. It's not always delivering like a sense of progression or freshness, like, or fun. Like, it's too much repetition. You feel me? It's always like, oh, cool event. We're gonna do a couple of bosses, a shop, and then Halloween coins, and then or like Easter coins, or like Christmas coins, or wherever it might be. It just feels repetitive. It was the same thing at the last Halloween event. Sure, like, they could have done something at least different. I mean, they brought back the wheel, for Christ's sake. Like, they could have done something at least a little bit different. Some kind of story mode could have been pretty cool. Like a little cutscene, like a little story mode cutscene. Like, I remember them doing it last year. Like, a whole story. Like, you had to go from NPC to NPC. That was cool. That was really nice. I love that. For the developers, like, if you guys want to, like, retain and grow the player base, like, you guys need to see the barrier between fun and challenging, because something could be fun and challenging. Because when something is challenging and boring, that's how you lose players. Because, like, this whole event, I'm sorry, it's boring now. It was really fun at the beginning, but then it's just repetitive. Like, there's nothing to do. I feel like a lot of rebalance needs to be made. Like a lot of nerfing needs to be made in the bosses, especially this Hafla, bro. Hafla, she needs to be nerfed so bad. Her ball move pisses me off all the time. Yeah, but that like a lot of bosses need to be nerfed, especially Broly and Hafla. They need to be nerfed. A lot of bosses need to be nerfed in this event, and I'm pretty sure if for this event to like still be fun and proactive, they need to start with that at least. Start with nerfing some of the bosses because they're way too difficult for even a person like me, a 1.7 mil player, power level guy, to actually fight. And to be fair, like I'm not just shit chatting Dragon Soul because I want to or because of Bami, but like I admit, Dragon Soul is one of the best Dragon Ball games there is on Roblox. Like it ever will be, and probably will be the best Dragon Ball game on Roblox. No question about the combat, the theme, the general appeal. Everything is perfect. Like it's good. Nothing wrong with the game. It's just the events, especially this event. It's just, and I acknowledge just to make it clear, I acknowledge that the developers have been consistent enough to like keep players interested with the polls in their Discord server. I acknowledge that they update and show and tease and ask, and actually not a lot of developers do this, but actually ask, what does the community want? Like, what does the community want? It brings up like options, like would you rather want this or something else? What do you feel needs to be changed? Like that's good, but like this has been, this gotta be changed. Like either it might be gone when this video is out, but like it gotta be changed. You feel me? Like it's too grindy, it's too repetitive, it's too difficult. The balance issues are not there. The flow and pacing problems are there. Like community energy waning. Like it's like this game needs a wake up call because I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about it or like even mentioning it, to be fair, because the game is like slowly dying. Because if they do this for every event, bro, I'm not gonna play this. Like I'm not gonna do videos on this. A lot of people are not gonna be playing this. A lot of people are not gonna be doing this. It's just too hard. It's just boring, you feel me? Man, I'm getting emotional. Nah, I'm just joking, but like you get the idea. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say in this video, to be honest, because I was actually talking to Bami before this about this whole thingy, and I was like, he was pepping me up to do this, so I did it in the end. I really hope I don't have to do another video about this kind of stuff. I really hope, that the developers can see the love that a lot of people have for this game, and we're not here to like criticize or make fun of the developers. We're just here to tell them like what they could do better, what needs to be changed for the game to do better, because in reality that's we all know that it needs to be changed somehow. But yeah, if you want to go into more detail on like all the stuff that's happening, go to Bami's channel. I'll put the link to the video of his in the description down below, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the next video. Goodbye.